Hello, everyone. Today I'm here to talk about this past week's Monday edition of Monday Night Raw for May 26, 2025. Let's get into it. Raw After Silence main event kicked off with this new Seth Rollins faction. As Silence main event, I don't know if y'all missed it, but it got revealed Bronson Reed was the third man. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman outlined their vision for the future. And it seems like this faction is all about the future, to be honest with you. I wonder if that should be their faction name, like the future, or I've heard the Dangerous Alliance, like the Trifecta of Terror. I don't know. Let me know some name ideas in the comments down below. I'm sure y'all think of some really funny names out there. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys call them. I'm curious to know. And then we had two men's qualifying Money in the Bank matches tonight on Raw, but this is the first one of the two. The second one we'll talk about later in the main event. In the first one we had Penta, Chad Gable, and Dragon Lee, which all I gotta say about this match is, oh my god, these guys are insanely good. I think Penta killed Chad Gable, or Chad Gable at least has like a broken neck or a broken nose or something. He was hurt for sure. He was bleeding at the end of it, and I'm like, oh my god, Chad Gable, what have you done? Like, Penta did this insane move that like it looked like Chad Gable folded or something. It was insane. Um, and Chad Gable during the match went over to AAA star El Hijo del Vikingo, who he's facing at Worlds Collide, and started attacking him, or like he punched him and threw him over the barricade, I think, or something like that. And little did Chad Gable know El Hijo del Vikingo was going to cost him his chances at Money in the Bank. So that set up Dragon Lee to, I believe, do like a double dropkick spot or whatever to Chad Gable. And then there was this really cool spot where Dragon Lee rolled through and Penta hit him with a Mexican Destroyer for the win. And now Penta qualified for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I believe he is the fourth man to do so. I think like third or fourth guy. So that'll be interesting. Um, and then after that, we had Rusev versus Akira Tozawa, which was an absolute squash match. Rusev defeated Akira Tozawa, and then Sheamus confronted Rusev after the match. All I gotta say about this is that's going to be a banger. Banger match, banger feud. Them two got a lot of history together. I'm excited for that. And then we had the triple threat tag team match for the World Tag Team Championships. The New Day versus the Creed Brothers versus the War Raiders. And this was, main thing I want to say about this one is it just wasn't even close to the masterpiece that was the triple threat TLC tag team match on the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Because, my God, that cooked. And this, it started to cook. Like, I think they were trying to like make a recipe for it, but they just didn't find the right ingredients. I don't know. It wasn't bad by any means, but it wasn't nowhere close to that TLC match because that was actually perfection, and this was the Raw Tag Team division. So it was all right, like, but it wasn't great. And then Jey Uso came out, did his usual thing: four words, one letter, or no, four letters, one word, yeet. And then Gunther comes out and interrupts him and basically says, I'll beat you on June 9th on Monday Night Raw, because Jey Uso's got him to worry about in a couple weeks. But you got to remember, Jey Uso also has a tag team match with Money in the Bank against John Cena and Logan Paul, where he teams up with Cody Rhodes. So Jey Uso's got a lot on his plate right now. He's got that tag match with Money in the Bank, and then on the Raw after Money in the Bank, he's got to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. So he's a really busy guy right now. And then we had an interesting match. Kairi Sane in her second match back since last week on Raw, versus Liv Morgan in her first match back since her return. So both of these two really couldn't afford a loss, in my opinion. And they actually went with the surprising decision of Kairi Sane somehow defeating Liv Morgan. So Kairi Sane got an upper hand on the match by she was about to hit an insane elbow, but then Roxanne Perez appeared to shove Sane off the top rope, and Raquel Rodriguez was at ringside, so she doesn't like Roxanne Perez, and so she was yelling at her from ringside, which distracted Liv Morgan and actually allowed Kairi Sane to win with a surprise roll up. I'm very surprised that like a former women's tag team champion, former X champion like Kairi Sane herself was actually able to pin a former women's world heavyweight champion in Liv Morgan, and also the current one half of the current women's tag team champions. Like that's crazy good for Kairi Sane. I don't think she'll fight Io Sky for the women's world title at any point, but in my opinion, I mean, I think she deserves to be in the IC title picture maybe after like SummerSlam, after the whole Becky Bayley Lyra thing's done. Maybe after that. But speaking of Becky and Lyra, we have them in a very personal promo battle here. they got into a personal war of words, like, you know, bad mouthing each other, and it seems like it's personal. It seems like very serious, and it gets confirmed that they will be having their rematch from Backlash at Money in the Bank, and for a match for the women's IC title, Becky Lyra running back. So now that makes me wonder: will Money in the Bank be where Becky Lynch wins back the women, or not wins back, but like wins the women's Intercontinental Championship from Lyra Valkyria? And or will Bayley possibly make an appearance known after the match? Say like Becky wins, will we get Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the women's IC title at SummerSlam, like Bayley versus the winner of this match? Or will we get maybe even a triple threat match for the women's IC title between Bayley, Becky, and Lyra Valkyria possibly? That could be interesting. I don't know. And then we had the last qualifying match for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which just so happens to be the main event of the night. It's a triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, and might as well call him Finn Balor, because Finn Balor got pinned by Seth freaking Rollins, and Seth freaking Rollins is now qualified for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So there you go. I don't know if that was very hard to predict, but because the way they're pushing, the way they're presenting Seth Rollins right now, but he got the win, and now he's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then we hear CM Punk's theme music hit, and so Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman, and Paul Heyman go down to the ramp to try to like stop him from getting past them, but CM Punk actually hit Seth Rollins from behind with a surprise attack and hits him with the GTS to end the night. Runs away. Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman realize it, and CM Punk does it in the funniest way. He just gets out there and blows a kiss goodbye like it's Money in the Bank 2011. Oh goodness. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video today. I'm going to blow a kiss goodbye, like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and I will catch you on another one. Peace out.